Here's a casual breakdown of Soul Reaver, covering both a spoiler-free explanation of the original game, as well as what's coming with the remaster. So back in 1999, Soul Reaver dropped players into a dark gothic world called Nosgoth. You play as Raziel, and you were this powerful vampire lieutenant serving under the lord named Kain. But Kain got jealous of your outstanding evolution and had you thrown into this massive pool called the Lake of the Dead. But instead of staying dead, you get resurrected as this wrath creature, and naturally you want some payback and justice being served. What made the game stand out was the voice acting and dialogue. It wasn't your typical cheesy 90s game writing. The conversations between Raziel and Kain are well written and performed with this sort of philosophical quality to them.
Now, as before, you criticize your own work. What have you done with my clan, degenerate?
The gameplay revolves around this mechanic that lets you shift between two dimensions, the regular material world and a twisted spectral realm. You have to shift constantly for solving puzzles and exploring, and the puzzles make you think about how to use both realms effectively. Combat isn't super complex, but most players still find it satisfying. You can fight with Raziel's claws, grab weapons from the environment, and you eventually get this special soul-stealing sword called the Soul Reaver. What's cool is that you can't just mindlessly kill your foes and call it a day, but you have to plan out ways and strategize on how to defeat them. You can do this by throwing your enemies into the sunlight, burn them with fire, or impale them with weapons. Now the remaster gets some quality of life updates, and it also includes Soul Reaver 2, which continues the story. A much needed quality of life feature in the remake are the map and compass that the original actually didn't have. You can also switch between updated and original graphics instantly, and they are adding modern controls while keeping the classic option available as well. They are also throwing in some content from lost levels that never made it into the original, plus stuff like a photo mode and an art gallery. So the remaster seems to address the issues the original had, like the frustrating camera and the stiff controls. The first game can easily take you 20 hours if you do absolutely everything, or about 15 hours if you rush through the story. Now Soul Reaver 2 is much shorter, but still adds another 10 hours on top of that. Now the price here is 26 euros on Steam, which seems fair considering the enjoyment you can get out of this, with the great writing and the added quality of life features. And that sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.